David Jones going right up, but it's going to be Harry Redknapp to take it. And all eyes in that Brentford defence seem to be on McDougall, but it's Boyer getting the header in, and Pretty going down well to save it. Hawley taking it from Murray. Jenkins back to Murray again. Ross waiting in the middle, so too is Paul Bence. Bence going to let one go. Well, that was his idea, but it cannons off Machin. Murray played there nicely for Jenkins. David Jenkins, who had 2 or 3 very good seasons at Arsenal, but never really quite caught the right sort of breezes at Tottenham. Cave to Miller. In goes Hawley. Oh, and he took that chance well, and the gap opened up for him. Doherty with Allen on the far side, should he want him. Doherty fighting to get another chance, but in fact fought just a little too hard and unfairly. And so Bournemouth get the free kick, when after Hawley's break it looked as though they might be in some difficulty. Boyer. Jones couldn't quite make contact. Doherty, referee allowing the advantage there, although Doherty looked as though he was knocked from behind. Murray's long cross towards Bobby Ross, down. Oh, and a good header there by Ross. Beautifully directed down by the near post, and he got up so well. Bobby Howe. Forward for Redknapp. Tried to dummy Scales. 2 former West Ham players in conflict there. And now Mitchinson with a lot of room. Boyer. Redknapp. Little dinking cross there. Several of them going in. And the whistle going as well, which must mean a Brentford free kick. Only a handful of amateurs playing in league football, and this fellow's one of them, young Paul Pretty. Made 1 or 2 very good saves already. And there goes the whistle for half-time. Although the game died just a little bit towards half-time, so much of the play, a real credit to the 3rd Division, with Brentford going into the lead so early in the game, with John Doherty scoring for them inside 90 seconds, and then almost inevitably it's Ted McDougall who equalised soon afterwards for Bournemouth. Still to come on the big match this afternoon. Certainly there's going to be highlights of Manchester United against Derby County, plus our bonus match. The half-time score in the 3rd Division game at Griffin Park is Brentford 1, Bournemouth 1, and we'll be right back with you. So Brentford then kick off the start of the second half, 1-1. Brentford now defending the goal to our right. And a lot of people have been watching Ted McDougall over the last few months, and in the centre of the director's box there, the chairman of Crystal Palace, Arthur Waite. Howe. And Mitchinson a long way forward. McDougall well offside, well offside. Whether he would have done that under the pressure of not knowing that he was offside, and I'm sure he did know he was offside, we shall never know, but he was certainly quick to sprint on that chance, just a little too quick. Throw to Brentford. Scales with it. Gelson. Towards Doherty, who got in well. And now Jenkins hitting one on the turn. Cannon, luckily for Bournemouth, off one of their defenders straight to Mel Machin. Jenkins again. Cross again towards Bobby Ross. Too high for him, and it'll fall out for Redknapp. Scales. Doherty. Scales again. Left this time for Murray. Hawley outside him. Still with Murray. The cross again. Doherty going right in there. And David Jones getting that away right at the last for Bournemouth. But still now with Nelms. Brentford coming hard now at Bournemouth. Doherty hoping to get in on it, but in fact it goes to Jones. And now for Murray again. Jenkins, oh, he crossed that well. And Gabriel just got ahead above both Ross and Allen and left the way clear now for Redknapp. Going at some speed, playing it wide for Cave. Howe is going up on the outside of Cave. But McDougall there not getting a very good service, always taking up that position at the far post, and he's got possession now. And again, that time cleverly beating Gelson. The cross, Cave going for it, and Jenkins turning it back to Priddy. Obviously enjoying his game, Griffin, David Jenkins, after being on the sidelines so long at Tottenham. Doherty. And Jones accused of going in on the back of the number 8, Allen. A little harshly dealt with, I would have thought, David Jones. But Brentford get the free kick. Terry Scales with it. Well, that most certainly was obstruction by Jones, and he deserves, yes indeed, and the free kick given. And the referee having a word with David Jones. Indirect free kick, arm aloft, the referee in the distance, you can see. Obstruction there by David Jones. Jenkins has made a run, but Allen rather delayed it. And he made another run, and Ross, in fact, it was, who very nearly got in there. And I suppose, having got in that position, will be very annoyed with himself for not having it planted it well wide of goalkeeper Fred Davis to put Brentford ahead. He took up a lovely position there and completely lost the Bournemouth defence, which is more than Ted McDougall at the moment seems to be able to do at the other end. It's Hawley watching him closely this half, just as Gelson had for most of the first half. And they've made a substitution of Bournemouth. Tony Powell has come on, and Jimmy Gabriel has gone off into the bench there. So Jimmy Gabriel, an experienced defender, goes off, and a young one comes on. Redknapp faced by Scales. To Howe. Redknapp again. Played for Mitchinson. And now McDougall, at last with a yard or so away from Gelson. He finds Redknapp. McDougall again. But a really strong challenge there by Gelson, a perfectly fair one and a good strong one. And Gelson quite rightly getting a round of applause for taming McDougall in that particular instance. And Brentford in fact getting a throw. And another one. Ross to Doherty. Machin and Doherty having a word there with the referee as the play whizzed by them. It's Machin. Howe on the far side. Cave nicely inside there for Miller. Played on again for Cave and cross first time! And that either hit the post or was pushed behind by Priddy. From the angle it was hard to see. If it's a goal kick then that must have hit the post. Yes indeed.